Well, good morning, everybody. I'll give everybody a few minutes to get logged in. I'm early, so good morning to everybody that's already here. Be sure if you have a question, you can type it in the group chat and we'll walk through any questions we have. Good morning, Callie. Good morning, Staten Group. How's the weather over there? Yeah, it's pretty sloppy here as well. Morning, Angelina. Hopefully we'll have a big group today. I already showed a house at 8 this morning. Hey, look at Patty McDonald out there killing it. Good job, Patty. It's a way to be on your hustle. You're gonna have a big year. Are you writing a contract, Patty? Heck yeah, that a girl. Ellen raised her hand. Yes, yes, Ellen. Learning how to navigate. All right. Hey, Susie. I got a big group today. Oh, yes. When I said hey, Susie, it thought I said hey, Siri on my phone.
Sorry, I missed that.
All right. It's 10 a.m. We're going to get started. We want to value everybody's time. Thank you for letting us start late today. We wanted to give everybody a little chance with the weather, make sure the roads weren't bad. I also had a great market share recruiting appointment this morning. So a lot of growth coming. It's going to be good for profit share. Everybody be sure if you got anybody you want me to talk to, just let me know, tee them up, and I will get them in your downline. So good morning, everyone. I assume you can see my screen. It should be sharing up so you can see my command is up and ready to rock. We're starting out at our home screen. So we go to console.command.kw.com and log in, get our command open. And as you can see, the first thing on our command is my task for the day. I had to prepare for my command Zoom. I'm going to go ahead and say that, yeah, I've done that, complete that task. So that's done. And I need to send a text to my client, Mr. Mama, who was on my open house follow-up. Even gives me a script. Hi, Joe, I have a few open houses coming up that I think you would be interested in. Would you like me to send you a list? Excellent way to just be following up and capturing that business. Don't forget, it's never that first touch. It's always, the 8th touch, the 10th touch. That's when you're going to capture that business and turn somebody you met into potential business. So be setting your contacts up in command, be getting them on smart plans, and follow up with them. So today, one of the things I'd like to talk about is websites. I know that websites are a big deal to everybody. We all want our websites to run well, drive a lot of business to us, okay? So we're gonna go down here to agent sites. So you go down the left side. If you guys click on the KW, it'll show you the names for the little icons, right? So you got smart plans, referrals, opportunities. I'll mute you there. All right. What we're going to do is we're going to go to sites. So everybody come over here to sites, click on sites, and it's going to pop it up. And you can see I've got some test landing pages that I created early in the year when Command had first rolled out to us. So landing pages are just URLs for specific neighborhoods, etc. What we're going to focus on today is our agent site pages, right? So agent site pages. My configured agent site, I've already set it up, is Mr. KW at kw.com, right? .kw.com. All right, so if you wanted to configure your site, you wanted to start it, you would click configure site, and it's going to pop up, and it's going to ask you, what would you like to do? I want to use the new KW agent site. So say you want to build you a website from scratch. If you had a Playster site, I know some people were using Playster and you want to continue to use it, you can click on that and it'll walk you through how to bring your Playster site over. If you want to explore other options, you can click that. It'll take you to the marketplace where you can go to GoDaddy. You can do a domain registration through GoDaddy, and that'll integrate and run your site through Command. So obviously, I want to use the new KW agent site, right? So I'm going to click submit. And it's going to pop up the guide. And it's going to say, hey, all right, let's get started. Let's create your page. So we're going to walk through. All agent sites must meet the following requirements. Includes the Market Center Brokerage DBA logo. Include ownership statement, maybe placed in the website footer. Compliance with local board commission laws and rules. So if we're in an area where you've got to have, where I came from in Texas, they required you to have a couple of documents as fixed links on any website, so you can put that in there, right? You can click there to find and approve Market Center Brokerage DBA logos. We're going to acknowledge and continue. All right, now I've already got mine picked out. My domain is mrkw.kw.com. So I know that I've got that going. You can come down here to your subdomain. So if you're Susie Ellis and you want it to be susieellis.kw.com, you can type that in, right? Marketing profile information, you put your name, put your Lake of the Ozarks Market Center, our office address, your team or business name. So if you're the Ellen Tiedemeyer team, you can put that in there. Your job title. So say if you're Susie Ellis, you've got a luxury designation, you might put, realtor luxury. All right. You put your phone number in, you can put your biography, state required legal notices. All right. Brokerage license number, anything that's required. This is where we put it. Okay. So we're going to click save and continue. It's going to move us through to our theme. Do we want the red theme or the dark theme? Now I chose the red theme. If you like dark and you want that to be more specific, you can go ahead and change that over. Your homepage text, I've got find your dream home, kind of generic. Maybe you want to put, work with me if you want to work with the best, or your luxury realtor if you're Susie and you're doing luxury. So, this is where you get to do that. upload a hero image. So some people want their picture as the background for the website. Now I chose a generic image. You can preview what your hero image would be here and give you some options that you can use, right? You can see the one I used. So you pick your image that you want, or you can upload one and you save and continue. All right, search engine optimization, so SEO, right? So you have your about us, your SEO description. Now I've just got Mr. K Realty Group. Maybe you want to have, search engine optimization. Essentially, if you scroll over the little I, search engines show the SEO description and search results. Optimizing the description is a very important aspect, as search engines will match keywords used in a consumer search. So if they're searching Lake of the Ozarks Realty, you want to have Lake of the Ozarks Realty in your SEO description. Or if you're in Jeff City, maybe you want to put Jefferson City Real Estate, Jefferson City Realty. If you're Susie Ellis or a luxury realtor, you want to put luxury real estate, things like that. The more you put in your SEO description, the more chances that a Google search is going to drive traffic to your website, okay? So you put your SEO description in, you can fill it with content, right? You can have section 1 headlines. You can use the generic field, or you can write whatever you'd like to write in there. Describe yourself. You can get as specific as you want. As you can see, I've got my cell phone number here in the footer paragraph. I've got my little team logo from when I was a realtor down in Texas. I've got the Keller Williams Lake of the Ozarks branded already on there because it knows what market center I'm with. I'm going to move through. And then here's your about me. So mine still goes with what I was telling people as a lifelong Johnson County resident, because that's where I did business and was licensed to sell real estate in Texas. Obviously, you guys want to put, with my 20 years in luxury experience, or as an agent here in Lake of the Ozarks, I'm familiar with the ins and outs of everything from dock permitting to riprap, etc. This is where you get a chance to tell the people that visit your website about you. So, you want to puff it up and do as well as you can. Obviously, I need to get in and change mine to talk about being a new team leader and how my job is to grow the market center. Although I'm not trying to drive traffic to my website, my goal is to grow your business. So I'm trying to drive traffic to y'all's websites. I'm less concerned with what mine says. So questions there? All right. Then you have the contact us. So you can change what it says. This is where you lead capture. So somebody visits your website, they're going to put in their name, their email address, their photo, whatever, or their phone number, and they're going to send you a message. Are you looking to buy or sell? What's your time frame? It's going to ask them these questions. So we click save and continue. Congratulations, our website is now up, right? So now that our website's up, what do we want to do? Do we want to create more sites? Do we want to manage our sites? Well, let's go to manage sites and let's check it out. So we go back over here and let's view my website. And here it is. It pops up and it says, find your dream home. You interested? Let's talk. Obviously, I need to do a better job with my marketing profile picture because it just has my eyes and half my smile, but it has my contact information. And here on the front page, it has a lead capture, right? So we're going to put in Mr. Tester Dummy. And his phone number is 817-555-5555, right? And the email address, so I created a lottotest1@gmail.com as my email address. I created this a dummy email for this today. And this is just going to say, looking to buy a house. All right, very generic. I'm going to click send. And so now, as a client, it's going to make sure I'm a real person so that we know you're not getting bot traffic. This is how they verify that it's a real person sending you this lead information, okay? So neat thing is, I've submitted it. It pops up, thanks for your interest. Your form has been submitted. Someone will contact you shortly. So we come back over to our command. And up here, there's going to be a little bell. And it's going to have a little red dot, right? And that's going to let us know when we log into our command that we have notifications. So it's going to pop up and it's going to say, hey, you got a new contact form message received from Tester Dummy. Click here to view. So I'm going to click here. and it's going to pop up and it's going to have already put their information in your command, right? So now someone visited your website, they put their information in, now it's already in your CRM, and it's going to tell you what happened. It's how do we bring our Playster site over? I have purchased a domain. Okay, so you know what, Susie, we're going to circle back to that. That's a great question. So if you have your Playster site already, it'll walk you through that change. So once that person visited my website, filled out Mr. Tester Dummy, filled out my contact capture there, it put it straight into it. It tells me where my lead source was. And one of the reasons this is important is as your business grows and works through command, you're going to be able to track, hey, where am I getting a lot of my leads? So if you know that you're doing a great job driving traffic, it's going to show you in your reports your lead sources are 80% from your command web pages, or maybe it's going to come from 40% open houses. So it shows you the message that they sent you looking to buy a house. So now I see this contact pop up. I'm going to reach out and call if he had a real phone number and say, hey, Mr. Dummy, I saw that you visited my website looking for a house. I'd love to set up a time to show you a few. I just need to get a little more information about what you're looking for, and I can do a buyer needs analysis on that person, right? So great way to practice is create your own test dummy, run to your website, run it through, and learn how it comes into your command. Once again, this is that seamless lead capture system where once they visit and put that info in, it goes in your CRM. Now that's your contact. You can set them up. So I'm going to set him up on a smart plan, right? I'm going to add him to a smart plan to get to know him here. It's a new contact, so I'm going to select that one. Oh, select and confirm. And it's currently disabled. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to add him to one that's not currently disabled. So we'll add him to a neighborhood nurture. So we're going to select that, confirm that. Oh, he's missing a neighborhood. Well, he didn't put it. We don't have his address in. Okay. Boy, sometimes when you're trying to teach something, right, you think you thought of everything. How about my open house follow-up? I'll confirm him on that. There you go. Now he's added to a smart plan. So now Kelly, my virtual assistant, is going to pop up tomorrow and say, hey, you need to send Mr. Dummy a message and let him know that you'd love to get together for coffee, etc. Right? So questions about that? This is how the contacts are going to go in. We can also assign a task now to him, right? That'll remind us we need to reach out to that person. We can make notes. So when I call Mr. Dummy and I'm doing my buyer needs analysis, I can add a note in his contact that's going to tell me he's looking for a 3-2, he wants to be in Jeff City, or he's looking for a second home at the lake, or et cetera, right? So it's just another way that we can keep everything right there in front of us, and it's a very seamless, condensed, all-in-one way to lead generate, grow our business, and understand, how we're going to take these people that we meet and these initial contacts and turn them into business, right? So if you're big on using your website, if it's an important part of your lead gen, I know Patty McDonald used her website a lot, right? If you're using your website a lot and it's an important part of your lead gen, you need to understand where the contacts are going to come and how to use all of the tools that Command offers you to grow your business, right? To capture that business and turn them from a not met to a hot lead, okay? So we're going to circle back to Susie's question, right? How do we bring our Playster site over? So if you're wanting to bring your Playster site over, and now if you guys get stuck on this, come on in. I'm happy to schedule some time to walk through it with you. So don't think, you have to figure it out all on your own, but go to your sites, right? Go to agent site pages, all right? And go configure your site. So once again, we're going to go to the sites. We're going to go to agent site pages, and we're going to go to configure your site. And it says, I have a Playster and I want to continue using the Playster site. So you're going to click on that and you're going to submit. The following URL are associated with your Playster account. Please confirm that these are correct. If they're not correct, please contact Playster support. So you make sure that that's the URL from your Playster account. If it's not, you need to reach out to Playster and say, hey, I'm having a problem with my URL, right? Obviously, we don't operate Playster, so sometimes we may have to communicate with them, right? So if you want to do that, you're going to confirm that that's the right one. You're all set. No other action is required at this time. So Susie, if you're looking to move your Playster site, you should be able to go configure your site, select that you have a Placer site, click submit. Mr. KW at kw.kw.com is my site. Susie, if yours is susieellis.kw.com, then there you go. Click confirm. If not, contact Placer support and say, hey, I need to make sure that my URL is correct because I'm migrating over. Right? And if it is correct, you hit confirm and you're all set. No other action is required at this time. So it's that simple to move your Placer site over. It's super that simple. They couldn't have made it any simpler, right? So let's say we wanted to create a new site. Say you wanted to create a standalone page, or you want to build a page on your agent site, right? So say when I ran my website through Market Leader in Texas, I had pages that included barbecue maps, best taco maps, you know, anything that helps Google searches drive more traffic to your website. So I'd create a page on my agent site, create page, and it's going to give me an opportunity to build whatever I want, right? So maybe I want to put testimonials from my people, right? So from our clients, Nina Royals of Royals Realtors was exceptional. Now, obviously, this is just a fill-in. This is not what it'll look like, but you can put your testimonials up there. Maybe you want to put a testimonial capture form on your website and tell people, hey, please visit my website, right? Because what I need you to do is go on and give me a review. Do you ask your clients for reviews? If you're asking your clients for reviews, then you can add a review page on your website. And what that'll do is it'll drive traffic to your website, which the more traffic, the better it does in searches. Can I do an individual property site for a listing? Yes, ma'am, you can, right? So you can create, oh, somebody's saying something. Yeah, there you go. All right. Yes, ma'am, you can. You can create an individual landing page, right, which will give you a URL for that. So if you want a testimonial capture, if you want a review capture, you build that page. Now, I'm not going to build that page because I'm not actively lead generating, so I don't need to do that. So landing pages. All right. So landing pages are a way that.
Do you understand what I'm saying on that? Don't worry about the other agent. Just give them your amount. Tell them what the split is.
All right. Team Minnie is watching along there. We're going to mute her. Sorry about that. All right. So create a new site. Do we want to create a standalone page? Okay, absolutely. No, I don't want a free gift from Zoom. Thank you, though. So here is where we would do a standalone page. So if you want to bring a listing in, you bring a listing in, right? Now, this is just a placeholder. You'd have to actually input the listing, right? You can configure your widget sidebar and change different things. You can also bring in content blocks. So say you want to add an image, a button, a link. So say you wanted to create a listing page and a standalone page and you wanted to link it straight to a listing. This is where you would come in and add the link down here maybe. So we're going to come up here and we're going to say, okay, now I need to put a link in. All right. There's your link. You can add that page in. Say you want to put some text. You want to put a quote that says Susie Ellis was the greatest realtor ever and we're so happy we used her. You can add that to your individual page. So lots of different individual pages. I encourage you guys to play around with it.
Too.
Who is... Somebody keeps unmuting themselves or unmuting themselves. I know, mute. There you go. There you go. All right. Sorry, getting distracted by the extra noise there. Obviously, this is a beautiful home. I wish this was my listing. I'd love to have that living room heading out to that swimming pool. So great question on that, Susie. Go in there, play around, create some landing pages. As you can see, you can save it. You want to save this page as a draft, yes, save it. You can come back to it. It'll be there in your landing pages. Now, you haven't published it yet. Once you're ready, you can edit it. You can go on, you can publish it to the web. You can build links for it, name different things. So great question. You can do one for an individual listing. I'm going to delete that one just because I don't need a bunch of excess templates. So that is the rundown on agent websites. Now, neighborhood pages are a neat thing. What a neighborhood page is so Mr. Test Dummy, he has a neighborhood page. I'm going to click on that, and it shows Lake of the Ozarks snapshot. So when you create a neighborhood page, so say you're farming 2 or 3 specific neighborhoods. So if you're in Port Acima and you want to focus on your business there, you can create a Port Acima neighborhood page, and it's going to pull in the listings, right? Now, every once in a while, we're running into a problem where it's doubling them up. That is an IDX feed problem. We're working through the little kinks in that because, you know, all these different computer systems talk to each other. But Mr. Test Dummy has a neighborhood. He has the Lake of the Ozarks. So it shows what's available. All right. There's a 3-bed, 3-bath listing. It's pending. Shows what it was listed for. If there were more, so you can view 3 or more homes are priced between $38,500 and $490 with an average list price of $275. Obviously, we don't have, we're a non-reporting state just like we were in Texas. So we don't have the sold data for all the homes that sell, but we do have what the average list price is, how many homes are available. So it gives your clients an opportunity to see what's going on in their neighborhood. It's very hyper local, right? So we're trying to stay hyper local. You can create multiple neighborhoods. So if I wanted to add a neighborhood for Mr. Test Dummy, I might put in Sunrise Beach. All right, so Sunrise Beach. All right, I'm going to confirm that one. Now there's going to be 2. It's going to show what's going on there, right? So I've got a really nice house and a less nice house, but very nice overall. Ooh, this one looks fun. So lots of great listings, right? And it's going to show there's 4 more homes here, priced between $199 and $700 with an average list of $430. The more deals we close, what's going to be really neat about this is as everyone moves into Command and everyone's using Command to close out their deals, get paid, do their compliance, it's moving through the opportunities, the AI is going to take all that information and build even stronger and stronger data into these neighborhoods so that you can be the hyper local expert. So if I'm a Sunrise Beach resident or agent that wants to work Sunrise Beach, I can set all my people up any way to disable the double listings. Not right now. It's not an issue on our side. It's an IDX feed on the info from the board. We're working with them to try to figure out if this is because there's multiple boards. So it's reading as 2 different inputs, even though it's the same MLS. It's also pulling information from multiple MLSs, so there may be some that are listed in multiple points. We're working through that. It's a kink. We're not exactly sure why the double listings are popping up. But no, we cannot disable them. We are, however, working to eliminate them, and it will not be a long-term problem. There are a ton more listings in Lake Ozark. Did those all show for you? So right now, like I said, we're having a bit of an IDX feed problem. We are working with the board. As some of you guys are aware, the boards down here can be a little cantankerous about what they'll allow data-wise. And so Jordan actually has a meeting with them next week. Our regional tech guy, Clark Kendall, even the president of the company, Josh Team, has been in contact with them. So we're working on getting the IDX feed going a little better. We're not sure where the hang-up is, but there are going to be, they're getting it fixed. And so this is something that, you know, the neighborhoods right now, it is hit or miss, I will admit, but we are working on that data. And, you know, the nice thing is we expect when the consumer app launches in 2 weeks that it will help solve a lot of that problem because the consumer app will be feeding data in as well. So, all right. Sorry, Carolyn was texting me. That's that ding. So everybody, I'll be sure and tell her hi. We were in the middle of commanding. Other questions around the neighborhoods. You can go up here and look at neighborhood stats for that neighborhood, right? So that's where it shows there's 45 homes for sale, 12 pending. So as you can see, it captures, like Susie said, there's a lot more listings than what it put up there in the pictures. So it shows us that data, shows us the average days on market, average price per square foot right now. So it's doing a better job of communicating. We're just running into some issues. The other thing is it has insights, right? So it's starting to show us that neighborhood. So if I have a client that's interested in moving into this neighborhood and he's got access to this neighborhood landing page, he can also see what great restaurants there are. Are there any grocery stores? What are the highlights? So be sure that you're adding insights. If you go somewhere that you like, get on your get on your Yelp or get on your insights on your Kelly and add more insights. It'll help grow the overall data for our clients in those potential areas and make us a source of even more information for them, right? So I'll go back to the home screen here. We can filter out any home, price range, square foot, only favorites, include hiddens, things like that. Supply the filters. Now, as you can see, it gives us pages and pages of the listings. So the listings are all here. And what it does is it pops them up by the number that you're moving through. So it's got some functionality, hiccups still, but it is overall working. And if you're getting your clients in your database and you're putting their address, getting them on a neighborhood nurture, it's going to give them a great source of information for what's going on in their neighborhood. Even with some hiccups, you know, a lot of different websites experience hiccups, things like that. We know the tech guys are getting these little issues ironed out. And as you can see, as you click through the different numbers, it pops up their location. So maybe somebody knows they want to be on this side of the lake or that side of the lake. They can see where the actual property is that's listed, what the price is, etc. And it's showing it by pages. So to Susie's point, there's lots more listings there. It should pop up on the front page and show us how many. What it does is it takes us through each individual number that we go through. It pops up the different units. So it's there. Can you draw the area you want to share? If you don't, you can. When you're creating a neighborhood page, you have that functionality. So I'm going to exit out of my, oh, no, I don't want that. I'll come back to this. So from here, all you can do is add by name or address, right? But if you want to go back to your contacts, so say I've got we're going to go back to Mr. Joe here. And I want to add a neighborhood to him. I can search for a neighborhood or I can find it on a map, right? So I can search my location down. Watch it not work for me now that I'm trying to show it. This is what it does to me every time I try to show somebody something. So first of all, it shows you that we have tons of these neighborhoods already drawn, right? So you can add multiple neighborhoods, all right? So, well, I apologize. Wait, any way to disable this? I apologize, Patty. It is not giving me the draw option. They may have disabled that because of all the neighborhoods that are getting drawn. There was one at one point. Use the scroll to zoom the map. Okay. So no, it's not allowing us. I apologize. I misspoke. It's not allowing us right now to draw. But if you punch in a zip code, so say we punch in 65049, which is Lake Ozarks, it's going to pop up and give you all the different 65049 options. We hit 65049. How about, let's go with Lake Ozark City. Wow. Okay. Well, as always, a few little hiccups along the way as we teach it. I will dig in farther and get better answers to that. That's a great question, Patty. There should be a way to do that. M18 Hope Town. Well, it's just, now it's decided to just be difficult. So, all right. Obviously right now, there you go. You can click on it, the existing ones. So if you know the area, you can click and add Portosima, right? So now I've added these, and now he has these different neighborhoods. I can see all his different neighborhoods. I can copy that link and share it. So if Patty says, hey, I want to share Lake of the Ozarks neighborhood page with somebody, she can click copy the link, and then she can put it into an email, and she can see what that link's going to look like. And it's a Lake of the Ozarks neighborhood snapshot. So it's going to give her all of this, and down at the bottom, it's going to always, what it's trying to do is capture more business for you. So at the bottom of it, it's going to have, put in your information. Hey, send me your contact info. So if you want to take this and share it to your Facebook page, if you want to take this and post it as a link to your website, right, you can copy that link and you can share that out. And anyone that clicks on it and is curious, wants to see what's going on in their neighborhood, at the bottom, there's a chance for them to contact you directly. So great question. All right, guys. So Here's been a 30-minute crash course in Keller Command websites. I know we have thrown a ton of information at you. I'm really tickled we had so many people participate today. We have almost doubled our participation from last month, so I love seeing you guys taking command of your business. I'm telling you, spend some time in here, play around with it, build you some websites, time block some time to master command, master this technology. It's going to grow your business. It's going to help you capture so much more business. I would encourage everybody, focus on what works. If there's any kind of little issues that you run into, go to the labs, report it, talk to support. If you click chat with support, they will pop up and they will reach out to you and say, hey, what's up? What can we do for you? Right? So obviously go talk to them. You can also post an idea. You can reach out to me if you're having an issue. I'll be happy to try to help you run it down. Email Clark. You can email support@kw.com. Lots of different options if you do run into anything. So you guys have a great day. Get out there, capture some business, lead generate. Be safe if you're out on the roads. But if Patty McDonald will be out there at 8 o'clock writing a contract, then we can all be out there, right? So let's get out there and let's kill it. Everybody have a great day, and I will see y'all next week.